We come to the final video. This is part 6. We are going to discuss about inverse of exponential function. You watch all 6 videos and learn and revise the topic functions. Now, after discussing inverse of functions, today we learn how to find the inverse of the exponential function. For that, we need a little bit of knowledge of the concept of logarithm. We all know that 8 can be written as 2 to the power 3. It's an exponential equation. The same thing can be written as 3 equal to logarithm of 8 base 2. The base is 2 again. So one is exponential form, the other one is logarithmic form. Now the same thing we can also write. If you have a logarithmic form, 3 equal to log 8 base 2, we can write it as 8 is equal to the base 2 to the power 3. Or if you have y equal to 2 to the power x, exponential form, you can write it as x equal to log y base 2 and vice versa. That is the concept of logarithm. Now let us look at the equations. Determine the equation of the inverse of fx in the form f inverse x equal to. So we have the equation y equal to 2 to the power x. Our intention is to find the inverse of this. What we do? We swap x and y. We have already discussed in the previous video. So x is equal to 2 to the power y. Now changing y as the subject. For that we need the idea of log. Using log we can write y equal to. So we got y equal to log x base 2. Now the inverse, we write f inverse x equal to log x base 2. F of x equal to 2 to the power x. Sketch the graphs of f and f inverse on the same set of axes. We make the table for fx. We substitute x equal to minus 101. Use the calculator quickly and calculate the y values. And then we plot the 3 points. The Cartesian plane is available. We plot the points very neatly and we mark the coordinates and we get a beautiful graph of f. Now we come to the inverse, f inverse. How do we get the table? We swap x and y values. You get the table. There is no need of calculation, just swap. And again, you plot those 3 points and get another graph, that is f inverse. What is that dotted line? The graph of f and f inverse reflect on the line y equal to x. So we must also understand that the f inverse is the reflection of f, or f is the reflection of f inverse along the line y equal to x. F of x is equal to half to the power x. The base is half. Sketch the graph of f and f inverse. Simple as that. We make the table, substitute x equal to minus 101, use the calculator and get the y coordinates or y values and plot the 3 points. Here is the graph of f. Now we make the second table by swapping x and y, and there is no need of calculation again, and we plot the points. Carefully plot the points. We got the graph of f inverse. Now we have a function x tends to log x base a. It's the same as fx equal to log x base a. It can be in this format and passes through 4 minus 2. What is our question? Determine the value of a, the base, and hence the equation of f. Okay, we have 4 minus 2 on the graph, or substitute into the equation. X is 4, y is minus 2. Now we have to solve. How to solve for the base a? Okay, we change it into exponential form. We get a to the power minus 2 equal to 4. Then what is a to the power minus 2? That is 1 over a square. Then we have 1 equal to 4a square cross multiplied, and we get a square is equal to 1 over 4. Therefore a must be the square root of 1 over 4 plus or minus 2. Since a cannot be negative, the base cannot be negative in log, so we write fx equal to log half x. Another question, f of x equal to log x base is half. Write down the equation of the inverse of f in the form f inverse x equal to. Okay, we start. We have the equation y equal to log x base half. We swap x and y. We get x equal to log y base half. That is a log form. Now changing y as the subject, what is our method? We use exponential form, and we get y equal to the base half to the power x. So we got the inverse now in the form f inverse x equal to half to the power x. Draw neat sketch graphs of f and f inverse on the same set of axes. From the previous question, already we have f of x and f inverse x. So what we will do here is just use the calculator and get the values in the table. For f, you have log button on the calculator, use it, and then you sketch the points carefully, and you have the graph of f. Now for the second graph, you just swap the x coordinate and y coordinate. You get the table and you sketch another beautiful graph of f inverse. Write down the domain and range. Domain is the x values and range the y values of the functions. We already have the graph from the previous question. Look at the domain of f. We have the x values, 0 not included because the y-axis is the asymptote of f. So domain of f is x element of 0 to infinity. Now the range, that's the y value of f, starting from minus infinity to infinity. Again, the domain of f inverse, that's also minus infinity to infinity. Now finally, the range of f inverse, starting from 0, 0 not included. So these are the answers. Now finally, we discuss about reflection of a function. Determine the equation of g, the reflection of fx equal to 2 to the power x along the x-axis. So we try to understand from the graph of a function. Look at the point A. A is 1, 2, while the reflected point is B. B is 1 minus 2. So what we understand? The x value remains the same, but the y values change. 2 becomes minus 2. Same thing with the C and D. The y values change, 4 and minus 4. So what we understand? We have to change only the y coordinate or y value into the equation. So we write minus y equal to 2 to the power x, and then we write y equal to minus, we divide both sides by minus, we get minus 2 to the power x. So equation of gx is now equal to minus 2 to the power x. That is the reflection on x. Now we come to the reflection along y-axis. The same function we use. We have the graph. What is the difference here? Look at the point A. A is 1, 2. But the reflected point B is negative 1, 2. So the x value is changing 1 to minus 1. Same thing with the C, 2, 4. X value changing to D, minus 2, 4. So what we do is we modify the equation by changing the x values. So y equal to 2 to the power x, we change x into minus x, so we get the equation of the reflection along the y-axis. So gx is equal to 2 to the power minus x. Now the reflection of a function along the line y equal to x. We already did it. We learned in inverse of the function. Here is the graph. You can see that the line y equal to x is there. Look at the point A, 1, 2, and the reflected point is 2, 1. The point 2, 4, reflected point is 4, 2. That one represents the inverse of f. So f is reflected along the line y equal to x, and we get f inverse. So what we have to do here, we simply write the reflection is the same as the inverse of f, and the inverse of an exponential function is log x base 2. So we did all important aspects and beautiful questions of functions. We have discussed inverse functions of exponential function in part 6, and that is the end of our topic functions. Now you open a Gmail account and subscribe my channel and enjoy my videos, learn and revise, and good luck for the exams.